Dear Ann Landis, my husband
Dear
and I
Abby,
are in shock.
I'm extremely upset.
For over 30 years.
My son got married in
Dear
April.
Ann Landis.
We were very
I
happy.
thought
Dear
she
Abby,
had
his
been
wife into our family.
But
Dear woman, dear Abby.
She thinks way too much of
Dear
herself.
Abby.
She had to get married.
Dear Pod. I feel like I'm riding a horse today. I have, for the record, I decided to dress up, look a little bit nicer, and the first thing Patty says when he walks in the door is, "Oh, you're a cater waiter now?" I'm going for expensive suiting look.
Welcome to Bennigan's.
This
I'm
is
your
from
host.
Amazon. Hi, welcome to Houlihan's, where every day is a Houlihan good time. I gotta Houlihan it to you. We have new cheese poppers on the menu. What can I get you to drink?
Well-
Would you like one of our triple-size margaritas?
Do you remember the last time I was here and we decided to go to...
I don't know.
Let's go to Panera. No,
What
you know
is-
what? We go to that whatever mall that is.
We don't want to give people
I
our
was like,
location.
At TGI Fridays. And you're like, we should go there sometime. I'm like, why don't we just go there right now?
There's no time like the present to go to TGI Fridays and then spend 2 hours afterwards questioning why we went to TGI Fridays. Like, it's all fun and games to play Russian roulette with your lower intestines, but really, we went to TGI Fridays like on a joke. But then when you get in there, you're like, oh my God, wouldn't it be hilarious if we went to TGI Fridays? Because remember, like, when we were 15 and we thought it was a good idea to eat cheese fries and watch the game and drink beer? And we did it as a joke, but like, my body didn't accept this punchline.
My body, when we walked in the door, my body was like, get out of here.
Like, you don't, my ass
No, no,
was
no,
like,
no, 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 no.
you don't need this. You don't need this right now.
Why was it the size of a football field
It was the biggest.
and
it was,
empty
but
and dark?
It was like the Wonka room where you think you're going in a small door and then you come out the other side and Mike TV's mom is like, a Rachmaninoff. And it opened up and it was the biggest TGI Fridays.
But completely pitch
empty.
black.
Oh, I know the blackness of TGI. I was like, why the rave?
It was, everything in there was dark. So it was
Very.
like dark wood, dark tile, everything.
Like barely lit.
Right.
And we asked for 2 by the window. Who do we think we are? 2, please, by the window, so that we can get a good shot of the parking lot. So we can look at what's happening
Let's be
at
honest.
Bubba Coo's Burritos across the way.
No one was in the window.
No one, no.
just us.
But I'm sorry, that couple came by and then they sat right by us in a football field worth of tables. 2 people decided to come and sit right next to us because that's us.
I think the menu, just reading the menu gave me indigestion.
First of all, that menu is aggressive and it's threatening.
I don't need to see how many calories. I'm sorry, I don't need to see
I
that.
really don't need to see that, but I also don't need the dialogue underneath the food. Like they say, Caesar salad, but then underneath they say, we take 50 pounds of saddened wolf meat. We put it in a corner, we make it feel worse about itself, and then we shove it into a hollowed out football and we spiral it into your gut. Like,
I didn't read that part.
no, you got to read the descriptions of like the food.
No.
If you're using the word we, what are we doing?
I immediately looked at the pictures and I was like, this is not going in my body.
This is also for the record, people, we go to TGI Fridays, and when you go to a TGI Fridays, what do you think you're going to get there?
Jalapeno poppers,
Yes, loaded potato skins.
Something like
a
that.
Burger.
something with a lot of cheese and a lot of diarrhea later.
Us 2 queens sit down and we're like, I'll have the Thai crunch salad with the dressing on the side, no cheese. And what's your finest champagne? We went so off the reservation of what we should have.
What's the fish today? Carp. Oh, okay.
Oh,
great.
okay. The salmon dish, is that made to order? Or is that...
Who's the chef today?
I'd like to...
Carl.
Can we meet him? Could you bring him out? I'd like to discuss some things with
Actually,
him.
can you send him back? He's terrified.
First of all, nobody goes to a TGI Fridays and says the words dietary restrictions.
No.
Off the bat,
You
it
should
was
know,
bad.
You should just drive right past that place and set it on fire.
And just keep on going. But us too, it was almost like I felt like we went in furs and like and like Manolos. Everything about us. I also felt like the music came to a screeching halt when we walked in there, which was like, you know.
It was also like the lonely man's lunch. In the dark recesses of this ginormous establishment,
The hugest TGI
people
Fridays.
were sitting by themselves. It was like they had just made the worst life decision possible.
Yeah.
And they're like, let me finish it.
Before I put a gun in my mouth.
By going to
TGI Fridays
I'm
for
gonna
one
sit
last
alone
meal.
in the middle of the day on Saturday, in the darkest part. It was almost like a titty bar
Yes.
in a movie.
Yes, it was a titty bar with a Thai crunch salad.
Right. And our
option.
lettuce could not, I don't even know if it was lettuce. It was lettuce wrapped in rubber.
Yeah.
It's like it wasn't like I was ever successfully masticating this lettuce.
No.
I felt like I was chewing gum. that
We
was
still
lettuce
to this
flavor.
day don't know what the lettuce was in my salad because it wasn't
know.
an iceberg and it wasn't a romaine. It was
Rebecca romaine.
It was a Rebecca romaine lettuce, but it was so wilted. It was like we had been just offending it, like calling it names.
I felt like my lettuce was prop lettuce.
It was. Well, also remember yours had bacon bits, which I was like, good luck.
No.
I don't know what
They-
that is.
Just to let you know, they weren't bacon bits. This is what a deer shits out.
I was about to say, if you can't define the animal source of the meat that is on your salad,
It's like someone chewed that bacon and then literally onto the corner because it was a Cobb
because it
salad.
was absolutely. And then they had the guy. First of all, I really have an issue with Eddie. I said first of all about 20 times now. I'm on like the fifth of all, sixth of all.
Shelley Duvall.
Do not like, even to this day, I don't care if you're in the finest establishment, don't make your waiters memorize people's orders. It is very nerve-wracking. Because every time we're specific, we're going into TGI Fridays with a list of things we can and cannot have.
We're the Sally Albright from when Harry Met Sally.
Exactly. But you're like, I'll have the Cobb salad, no cheese, no blue cheese,
No onions.
ranch on the side, no onion. And I'm just like, are you going to write this down?
But he got it.
He got it right, but he did say BLUE-CUMBER, which we to this day don't know what that was. It was like he said the word BLUE-CUMBER, and he's like, "That's got BLUE-CUMBER on it." And I was like, "Don't."
I looked at him.
Look at each
I
other.
looked at him as if I've heard this before. I'm like, oh, okay, great.
No BLUE-CUMBER, please.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, that's
allergic to
right.
BLUE-CUMBER.
Okay, BLUE-CUMBER. And I just went with it. I also don't like it when waiters talk to you while they're leaving. Like he's clearly stepped. Now he's at the host stand, and he's like, "Oh, I'll get that right boy." You're like, "Wait, what?" Are you,
Yeah, you're not exiting the scene and being like, "I'll be right back." No, finish your business at this very large TGI Fridays, because when you walk away from this table, we can't hear you over the sound of sadness.
we were at a table for 6 people.
We were at a table for 6.
By the front door, it was really
That we
freezing.
requested that table is the worst part. We're like, "Hi, we're here again. Can you seat us at our usual table?"
Well, I didn't know there was 2 exits or entrances. We
Yeah.
clearly came in from the exit, and we had to walk through the Lady Gaga's house to get.
I
I
know,
don't
but it was
know.
like the Winchester house. There was a lot of twists and turns. It was a maze.
Yes.
2, please. I want to look at other people who are eating healthier things in other restaurants across that huge parking lot.
I want to watch people drive to better establishments.
Exactly. I want to see people making better choices. Can we sit by the window?
I'm still chewing this lettuce flavored gum.
And we chewed a lot. There was a lot of chewing. At what point we just stopped talking? We had to. We had no choice.
It was the driest chicken. It was like if Hay were wearing a costume, the costume was chicken.
Yeah, if you've ever wanted to know what the inside of a scarecrow tastes like,
Go to
it
TJ
was
Fridays
this
and ask for a salad.
chicken.
with
Ask
chicken.
for a Thai crunch salad with mango. Who do you think you are?
I feel
Where
like-
do you think you are? Even that guy was like, "You want one of those?"
I don't think that.
Nobody's ever ordered off that side of the menu.
I guess they'll have to open up a new bag.
Oh my God. A bag o' salad.
Like, here's a salad. Oh, they want a salad. Dumb.
You know, he went back into that kitchen. He's like, "Alert, everybody. Salad! People ordered the salad on the TGI Fridays menu. What do we do?
Tony, wake up.
Run to Panera.
What do you mean? There's nothing in the microwave?
Is it time? Is it time for the salads?
Is Santa's here?
Somebody wanted a salad? We only have these baked potato skins and jalapeno poppers ready. We're not ready for this.
But I just put extra toilet paper in the bathroom.
We've got it.
We don't need it.
Get him.
They're having a salad.
Pull everybody in from the floor. Salads have many ingredients in them. We need you to go to the supermarket. We weren't ready for this with TGI.
Get the BLUE-CUMBER. Get the BLUE-CUMBER.
You guys, I just came back from Whole Foods. They're all out of BLUE-CUMBER. Wait, what?
It's a telephone game. I need you to get blueberries. I need you to get cucumbers. And I need you.
Blueberries, cucumbers, bluecumbers. Do we have any bluecumbers?
Man,
Where are
where
the
are your BLUE-CUMBers? You what? She said she didn't know what a BLUE-CUMBER was. What the fuck's a BLUE-CUMBER?
The best
Is
part
that
was
what you asked me?
when he said it, I could feel you thinking the same thing as me, which was don't look at each other. My eyes went right down to my menu. I got so interested in my menu all of a sudden. I was like, bacon cheeseburger, you say? I've never heard of such a thing.
A blue burger.
I'll take 5 of these, 6 of these. The best part was when they asked if we saved room for dessert.
Like, absolutely not.
We need to really retire that phrase at all restaurants. Saved room for dessert. No, but if I do a couple deep knee stretches and take a dump, I'm sure I can make some space for you.
If I have another glass of water, I probably could make some room.
I've been stretching it out. I've saved room for dessert.
Oh, I'll take a look.
Saved room.
And why is it always like a Reese's peanut butter cup, ...
Oh my God. Now we have to do cultural anthropology. Like we have to go back to that TGI
No.
Fridays and check
You're
out the
gonna have to go
dessert
with
menu.
Jim. I'm not going.
We can't ever walk in there again. Can't see your hand in front of your face. You
No.
wouldn't even know you were in there.
I mean, that's like where you take someone that you're planning on abducting.
You know what? We've been on a lot of culinary adventures together.
Have we?
We have. We went to that Hula Hands. I think the bottom line is we like a big box restaurant. We like a cheesecake factory.
We like a challenge.
We do, because we like to
challenge
joke
is-
around, being like, wouldn't it be funny if, cut to us 2 weeks later being like, oh, it hurts
The
so
challenge
much.
is let's find something edible at this place.
So please write to us at Dear Pod Official with all your suggestions about the places we shouldn't eat that we will end up going to.
Because you had we went to that Hula Hands. You had,
I had a veggie burger.
The Impossible Burger.
Yes, I had an Impossible Burger. That's what it was.
And that was impossible to digest.
Yes. Believe me, I know. 2 weeks later, I was holding on to railings like, oh,
And I think
that
I ordered
Hula Hands was a bad idea.
I had a margarita that I think eroded the enamel off of all of my teeth.
It was also 500 times bigger than your head. Like, why are we trying to outsize every margarita?
Honest to
The
God.
papa.
It is a cold beverage. By the time you get halfway through, you're just drinking your own spit.
It's,
and it's
warm. Yeah, there's something, we like things that are delivered to us in a vessel that is like, why should it be delivered in a chalice?
Like a
Why do we
yard-
need this much
Yeah,
tequila?
like a yard of beer. Does
A
that taste
yard.
great?
We do, like, if it comes in measurements like that, a yard, yeah, it can't be good by the time you get to the
James,
bottom.
do you like a yard of beer?
Not like a pint.
Yeah, because what's the point of a yard? A yard.
In college, there was a bar that would serve you yards in like a giant glass. And it'd be, you'd have to drink it carefully. I'm like, what is the point of this?
Like, there's a balance aspect. If you have to do this,
It's kind of like pretentious. It's like, oh, can I do this without making a mess on my face?
but that it all falling down into
Well,
me.
it has that ball at the end, and if you hit the air gets to it, it'll just gush all over your
Right.
face.
Yeah.
It has
Say-
a ball at
say
the
that
end.
again.
Wait, can you do that with hand gestures this time?
Yeah. And when you say gush all over your face,
Can you do it slower?
where does it hit specifically on
Yeah. Set the scene. Use descriptive adjectives.
Coco, can you just put your your shirt down a little bit over your shoulder?
Yeah. Just pull it down a little bit more. Wow. We have a lot to say today. Clearly we do. So I think let's keep on saying it. What do you say? Welcome to Dear Pod, the comedy advice podcast. I'm your host, Ben Affleck.
I'm Liza Minnelli.
And we're coming to you from the Maha Bar in the beautiful Pineapple Ranch. Can I hear it? Oh, that's that woman next to you at jury duty. Oh. I'm never subtle when somebody coughs by me. I move whatever I'm holding.
I do the exact same thing.
Like it's a... Sorry, everybody. Sorry about that. But I'm not sorry for bringing you comedy this week, every week, all weeks. That's what we do, damn it. We read the advice articles of Ann Landers and Dear Abby, and then we break them down and we make funny, funny noises and funny, ha-ha comedy choices.
You should talk louder.
Okay, everybody, I'm going to do my NPR voice. Will you follow us? I'm very excited to be here. My coffee's kicking in. Can you tell?
Don't you live here?
I do, but I cold brew it. Oh, because I want to skywrite. All right, so what are we doing? Oh, follow us on your social medias at DearPodOfficial on your Insta and your Face, at DearPod on your TikTok. What do we do? I want you to email me, dearpodofficial@gmail.com, or slide into our DMs and send us an advice question if you would like one of them answered by the both of us on the air, us unprofessional, unqualified jackasses. Check out our YouTube page if you haven't seen the sexiness of us. Or if you want to be disappointed that our faces don't match our voices, which happens every time I listen to a podcast. Not ours, though, because we're hotter. A Dear Pod Official on YouTube. And smash that subscribe button, because we got to get up to at least 9 subscribers, and one of them has to not be a family member. Okay? And finally, and most importantly, we have a website, but we'll get around to that soon. It's like a Wix page.
It needs
work. Yeah. It, like us, needs work. So you can check it out, but we're better online. And finally, and most importantly, our Patreon page, patreon.com/DearPodOfficial, where for a mere $5 a month, you can become a subscriber and get extra special tidbits in your inbox every week. And with that money, maybe we'll put it towards a website.
Maybe.
Do kids still use websites these days?
I don't know.
I do feel like that rich aunt that's like, what do children like watching? What is this TikTok offers? What do you like to eat these days? Truffle oil? Anybody? Well, you know where you can get it. TGI Fridays, everybody.
You can't get truffle oil.
Wouldn't it be great if we got them as like a sponsor to this program and we were forced to eat jalapeno poppers or whatever?
I don't think after our description they would want to associate with us.
Maybe they'll like our refreshing honesty. Maybe we'll get a competitor like Chili's. Chili's is apparently having a resurgence. I just read about this the other day, so guess where we're going today, baby?
No. The last time I had Chili's, I think I consumed more sodium than I'm ever allowed to have in my entire life.
That happened to me at Olive Garden.
Why?
Look, first of all, it was a desperate moment. There was literally nothing else around. We were driving down to Florida.
There was literally nothing else around. We were in Times Square.
Oh my God, I would totally go to that Olive Garden in Times Square.
Absolutely.
Is it still there?
Yes, because the subway's underneath that.
Okay, I'll take you on a date. All the breadsticks you can eat, baby.
Bread?
I know. Isn't that cute that we think we eat that?
No.
But I was like, what can I eat in an Olive Garden that won't make me want to put my head in an oven? So I got the vegetable soup because I thought, well, that's safe.
No.
And it was, remember when you had a salt salad? We shouldn't be eating together anymore. No. Patty once ordered a salad that was like 98% salt, and I thought he was being dramatic because, like, he was just, oh my God, this is so salty. And then I had a bite of it, and I was like, like all the moisture went out of my whole body, and I looked mummified. I was like, why did you eat this?
Where were we?
Like, I would have sent this back. Like, you add water, and then I just go boom. Where I can't say the name of the establishment for fear that they will. I still eat there.
Oh, I know.
But yes.
Yes.
Salt salad.
Yes.
Insanely
Also,
salty.
I think a Cobb salad.
It wasn't. It wasn't. I remember it because I will never order it again because of that experience. I've avoided that side of the menu. But
I get it.
The one I had, the soup that I had, the vegetable soup at Olive Garden, 90% salt. Like it was like Dead Sea. Like I could fall into a vat of it and it would hold my weight.
Yeah. They prop her up. All the vegetables are like, prop her up, prop her up, prop her up.
Get her, boys, get her, boys. All the vegetables are sinking to the bottom over the weight of the sodium that is on top. There's poor peas down there like, I never had a chance.
All of these box stores, or
We'll call them big box
we'll
stores.
call them restaurants,
Big grocery.
have so much like salt and preservatives. It is astounding.
And we wonder why we're a fat nation.
I don't wonder why. I know why.
I know why. I point to you, Olive Garden. I point to you, TGI Fridays. See you in about 45 minutes. All right. So we have a theme this week that has nothing to do with shitting on big box stores, believe it or not. But
No.
maybe next week restaurants should be the theme.
We'll see.
Let's marinate on that.
We'll see. I mean,
Let's marinate
we
for
basically
over
just
24
did-
hours.
We basically just did one.
We just ripped it to shit. I have many more thoughts on these big box restaurants. I love a Cheesecake Factory.
I do not. I find that place unbelievably stressful.
Oh,
It's
yes.
completely unnecessary. I don't know what Alice in Wonderland trip.
Theme they went for.
It's like giant, or like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I don't know where the fuck I am.
Yeah, why is everything huge and chunky? It is the worst. Whoever designed it, the sound of it, like you can't hear somebody who's sitting right next to you.
No.
Because you're like, oh, do you want the cheesecake? Your voice just goes off into the stratosphere.
It's
Nobody.
basically you can talk to someone at the corner of the restaurant from the other corner.
Exactly.
It's like that part in
Grand Central
yeah.
Station, yeah, where like you talk into a corner and you can hear it in the other corner.
your thong. I can too. I can too. Who said that? What?
That homeless guy is shitting right behind you.
That's my husband.
Oh, okay. He should take a shower, do his hair. The other thing I have with the beef with Cheesecake Factory, and then I swear we'll get to our articles, but I just need to air my grievances
Yes,
because I have a
please do.
podcast and I have a microphone and I have the right to say
Of course you do.
I don't trust any place that can serve General Tso's chicken and like omelets. You're do one of these things like we're going around the globe. I refuse to believe that your fettuccine Alfredo is as good as your shrimp tacos.
I refuse to believe that you have a refrigerator / freezer that can hold all of that yearbook size menu.
Exactly. And I refuse to believe that you have multiple chefs from multiple modalities.
Correct.
It's like, Epcot. It's the Epcot of eating. And I don't believe that your burger is as good as your like ramen noodles.
No.
They're weird. I don't trust it.
I mean, I don't really like to go to a restaurant where there's only 6 things on the menu because you're like, fuck. But I also don't like to go to like volume 3 of the menu.
Oh my God. The menu is, my parents are making their way through it. They're like, Chapter 7, flatbreads.
And
They're
aren't there,
reading
like,
the menu to
ads
each
in
other.
between it or something?
No, there's no ads. It's solid food choices.
I don't remember. It's been a while.
That's where we're going
I think
today.
the last one I went to was in Chicago, and it's at the bottom of the John Hancock building, or it was. I don't know if it is.
We don't talk about it anymore. It's closed.
Well, might be. It's a
Might be.
haunted.
Haunted Cheesecake Factory.
Oh,
The ghosts of bad choices. The ghosts of all the cheesecakes. Nobody ever eats cheesecake at the Cheesecake Factory, and they have about 500 of them. How long has that cheesecake been sitting there?
Well, look at what you're ordering. You have no. Do you save room? No, I didn't save room because everything is growing in my body. from
Also,
this
save
fucking
room
place.
for a dense, thick, dairy-fueled cheesecake.
And how long has that been sitting there?
Exactly. Nobody's ordering the berry cherry cheesecake, the unicorn cheese. Nobody's ordering
No.
enough to make it worth them
No
storing
one.
that
No
for
one
that
wants
long.
Fudgy the Whale here.
I want Fudgy the Whale.
No, you don't.
Dear Pod Official, please reach out to us if you want to send us a Fudgy the Whale cake. There is not a second in this moment in my life that I would say no to a Fudgy the Whale.
That's
Also,
just
because
all-
I miss those commercials. That guy sounded like he swallowed a cheese grater. There's a Fudgy the Whale.
I think you just drenched my.
I think I'm
face.
okay, everybody. I think I just blew out everybody's ears. All right. So, what is
Jesus.
our theme this week? I don't even know. Oh, snoring. That's right. We've got articles to do with snoring.
You wouldn't know that because we haven't been talking about sleeping.
I know. We've
let alone
clearly
snoring.
come in hot with other issues to air.
Yeah.
We have other beefs, which is also chapter 8 of the Cheesecake Factory.
Just
menu.
beef.
Just pure beef. And then like a whole chapter on stroganoffs.
Uh-huh.
It's like reading the Harry Potter series.
Yes.
You are the prisoner of Azkaban by the time you're done with the
here's
Cheesecake
all of our
Factory menu.
here's all of our burritos. Wait a minute, I just passed Italian. What's happening?
Yeah, we're taking a hard we're taking you to Mexico, everybody. Ah. No avocados for you. None. All right. So with this week, we are talking about snoring. We have articles about snoring. Would you like to kick us off?
Yes.
While I sit back and
This is
think
from
about
the
cheesecake.
Shreveport Journal, Shreveport, Louisiana, August 17th, 1973.
yeah, February is nothing like August. Where did you find February?
I saw Friday. I don't know. It
TGI
doesn't
Fridays.
matter. It's Friday. It's the weekend every time you come
It's got to be
here.
Friday somewhere.
Here I am again, working my shift at TGIFridays. I make great life decisions.
I've been here all week. I never left because I can't find the door. It's so dark. It's so dark.
I spent my $35 check on the cheesecake
I'm so-
again.
So alone. Can I try the sampler platter?
Can I have another one of your Merit cigarettes?
I want egg rolls, please. Go on.
Dear Abby, let me tell you how I handled the snoring husband problem. For years, I slept beside him and had many sleepless nights because I just didn't want separate bedrooms. I finally took a look at myself and reasoned that my husband would rather have a rested, loving wife in the morning than what I had become. So I explained that I wanted to hug him until he fell asleep, then I'd go into the guest room to sleep, and the first one who would wake in the morning would come to the other room to be together. Nothing has worked out better. I usually wake up first, take the pins out of my hair, brush my teeth, and apply a few dabs of his favorite perfume. Then I plug in the coffee and quietly slip into the bed with him. In a few minutes, he smells the perfume and coffee, and we enjoy a sweet time of being together. He seems much more happier now than he has been in all of our 25 years of marriage. This works out so much better than a whole night of tossing. Each night, we thank the Lord for each other, and we do it together. A couple becomes so close when they pray together. So tell the wives of snorers to do what I did, and not to forget the prayer or the perfume.
Ew.
Signed, Grateful and Happy. Dear G&H, beautiful, but this arrangement is possible only after the kids have left home, or for the childless couples with guest rooms.
Oh, that's us.
For the less fortunate, I recommend adhesive tape for his mouth and earplugs for her ears, or a gentle jab in the ribs accompanied by, "Roll over, darling, you sound like a 747.
Well, first of all, she had me until she brought the Jesus into it. We know how I feel. First of all.
Marcus and I pray all the time together.
Do you dab some perfume behind your ears?
Yes.
Start the coffee, gently
Yes.
enter the room.
It's white diamonds, because it always...
Oh, Elizabeth Arden's what? No,
Taylor.
Elizabeth Taylor's. Sorry, everybody. Sorry. I used that when I was 17 years old. We've talked about this.
What?
Elizabeth Taylor's White Diamonds was
Oh,
my
right.
perfume. I smelled like I
Not
was a
poison.
40-year-old divorcee
Sure.
when I was 15.
That's what the bottle looks like. You might as
yeah.
well just say, "Oh, I'd like this, and I'd also like to up my age."
And I'd also like my divorce lawyer to call me, please. Erin, it's only math. What are we... You're in geometry right now. I know, but I have things I have to do.
Is someone's mom here? No, that's Erin. She's wearing...
She's wearing white diamonds, everybody. Okay. A lot of couples, it is very trendy right now to sleep in separate rooms if you have the ability to live such
I
a
didn't
way.
know that. That's trendy.
Yes,
now.
very trendy. Yes.
Says who?
Says me, because I sleep in a different... Now, we are the childless couple that has a guest room, and
You
it
have
has
two.
come in.
Who did?
And this is why I need more sleep, everybody, which is...
Who comed in?
I comed in.
Oh, you did.
Elizabeth White Diamonds always gets a boy.
Comed in.
It's come in handy, but not for snoring. Like when you have the norovirus and you can't
Sure.
you're a disease factory.
Yeah, no one wants to be in your presence when you're shitting your sheets.
But we know people who they sleep in separate beds so
Ooh.
that they can get I don't want to speak about them on air in
Like
case
you
they're
and I
not
know
okay
them?
with it. Yes.
We know them together.
Yes, we know them as a team. We have, in the Venn diagram of friendships, we have people who they stay in the same room, but they have different beds because they sleep better that way.
Oh,
But I know of other people whose That was the most disgusting thing that I heard so loudly in my
It's
microphone.
It's like I swallowed marbles.
It's almost like you ate at TGI Fridays.
Well, yeah.
It's coming back
residual.
up a week later. And because of the snoring they do, it's like they just sleep in separate rooms. This is like a trendy thing that's happening now with couples. I'm just saying, no judgment. It's a judgment-free zone like Planet Fitness we talked about last week.
Sure. I mean, I've gone from a queen bed to a king bed, but I think a king bed is too big.
Really? Ugh, it's king or California king. I don't want you anywhere near me at this point.
I don't need.
Also, we have 2 dogs that take to collectively 7 pounds, and they take up 90% of a king-size bed.
Jenny is more like a lumbar pillow,
Oh.
so she will snuggle in your back.
Wherever you are, she works with you.
Yeah.
Ours don't do that.
Oh.
They're like, this is our place. You can sleep in the other room if you like it.
Jenny likes to be warm, so she'll shoehorn herself.
Baby, is she a snorer?
No, she's a deep sleeper. She's a deep thinker.
She is. Well, she has a teepee. You got her a teepee,
Yeah.
and she journals in there.
She does.
She's got crystals.
She has a group that they do ayahuasca in there.
I would love to go over your apartment and be like, what the hell is going on in that teepee?
You just see smoke coming up.
It's ayahuasca Sunday. Just don't ask her questions. And if she comes running out saying that she sees God, just go with it.
Just a bunch of dogs going.
Oh my God, that sound! Speaking of which, nothing will wake me up from a deep, deep sleep faster than a dog's
I swear,
puking, because it happened the other night and I levitated out of bed.
I will know when Teddy was sick and he would wake up. I would wake up like that.
Wow. It takes me a minute. Jules is more tuned into it.
Oh, I was like up and I'm like, what's happening? What's happening?
Yeah.
Like he'd
Always
piss
ready.
on the bed because he had heart failure, so he'd get up and he'd collapse and then.
Comedy podcast, everybody.
Yeah.
Comedy podcast.
But as soon as he was up, I was up.
Yeah.
And I could have just fallen asleep, and like an hour and a half in, but I was awake as if I have just had 8 hours.
Yeah. I imagine that's what parents have when they're like, got to keep a kid alive.
No, I don't think they do that.
Really?
No, they're
In the
like, open
first
up the
part-
window, get it out of here. That would be my first.
If you were a kid person.
Open up the window.
But
Aaron,
he's the
open up the
same
window.
way. Jules is like, something's happening. Now, I sleep like the dead.
Sure.
So, but the puke will raise me from the sleep.
Just FYI, the dead isn't sleeping; they're dead.
You'd be surprised.
I'm just saying.
Also, I sleep really well. Thank you. Thank you, God. I just want to thank God.
I just want to thank my manager.
She's a talent agent. And I don't believe that I snore because I think that I die.
Oh, sure.
And then Julesy audio recorded me snoring one night.
Well, that's just mean.
And if that is not grounds for a divorce, I don't know what is.
But it's mean, but I do applaud that.
I did too. And then when I heard it, I was like, that is not me. That's not. I think I should go. That's me. The reality of I don't make that sound in my sleep, but the slow, I think I need a CPAP device. I think I need to go to a sleep. But that doesn't sound, that sounds like a man.
Choking on their tongue.
Yes. Yeah. But it's like a deep, I just choked in my own throat, everybody.
You okay?
But also, I
need a
love the
minute?
sound of snoring. I find it very relaxing.
What?
So
Why
if
are
some
you pointing at me like that?
Very. If I hear something if Julesy's snoring, I love it when dogs snore. I love a dog snore.
So that's your kink.
Yes. Everybody's got something, and my kink is a dog snore. I get my head right next to her, and I'm like, because the sound of snoring tells me that somebody is so relaxed. Uh-huh. So it sends a signal to me to relax. I'm like, oh my God.
You find someone snoring relaxing.
Yes.
Do you like?
I'm getting hot right now. Can we take a break?
I love. It's so relaxing when I hear a chainsaw at 9 a.m. That's
how it
as
seems to
logical
you
as
when
it
you
seems.
hear somebody snore. It's that invasive.
I hate it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. That and children. ...
Children,
Screaming,
anything.
screaming, talking, walking.
Breathing, living, being. That's
that in a
different.
vacuum.
That will go right to my ass.
Children and vacuums, and a blower.
How many? Well, leaf blower.
Leaf
yeah.
blower. Yeah.
That
My
will
least
get under your
favorite
skin.
noises of all time.
Oh, what are your most favorite noises?
Silence.
Let's practice your favorite noise right now. Great
That's
for
pretty good.
podcast.
That's
All
pretty
right, good, everybody.
That's great. That's
so you
great.
already have your least favorite. I agree with.
I don't understand a leaf blower, period. Unless you need to get something out. But walking up Park Avenue and watching these assholes with the leaf blower,
Yeah.
guess what? It's coming back.
And you're just look, I never thought I would be a leaf blower person until I moved out to the suburbs. And now I'm the person that has the backpack leaf blower that is gassed. And it's like, it attaches to my arm so I look like Sigourney Weaver in Aliens. It's entirely serious. And I get so into it. And I'll do it for like an hour. I'm that asshole.
Yeah. You are that asshole neighbor.
But I am totally that asshole just in general because there was one day when I leaf blew.
Yeah.
And
You
it was
blew leaves.
windy. And you have to, it's a very difficult thing to try and control the leaves and to place them. It's an art. And I appreciate all the people who are leaf blowers
This
in
is
this world.
psychotic.
It
This
is.
a psychotic thing that you're doing.
But
you're
I can get-
blowing leaves while it's windy out. This is what
And it
this is
blew it
what-
all right
this
back
is
at
what
me.
This is what your neighbor is like. Hi, Mom. I just want to tell you that Dad passed.
I didn't say I
Let me
liked
call
the
you.
sound
Let me call
of
you.
it.
Dad was passing a word.
That happened when I had a therapy
I'll call you
session.
back later.
That happened with a therapy session where I was like, I'm just gonna go somewhere nice and quiet so we can get zen. And she's trying to do like, visualization exercises with me. She's like, breathe in through your nose and exhale. And then just become very, very present. Relax your body on the pillows behind you. Just let yourself sink down, sink further in. And 3 leaf blowers next door. I was like, son of a bitch!
But you're part of the problem.
I am part of the problem.
See, I have 9 acres.
I like it when I do it. I hate it when other people do it.
Well, I'm just showing. I'm illustrating what your neighbor feels like.
Oh, but you have 9 acres, so you don't have neighbors.
Right. So I'm never going to hear a neighbor, and no one's going to hear me.
You're not going to leaf blow the woods.
No, I'm going to. There are certain things that I don't own a leaf blower. A, because I'm not an asshole, and second, I
Wow,
don't.
that was hard. You looked right in the eyes and said, I'm not an asshole. Cut to me like, with a beer in one hand and that thing in the other, like, you like that?
You're the one like blowing the girl's skirt up and the kid's face.
Want to go to Cheesecake Factory after I'm done blowing these
The kid's
leaves
like,
and they blow back in my face?
Blowing their fucking teeth off.
I love that we have landed on leaf blowers from snoring, everybody. But it makes sense.
It sounds just like it.
It's very relaxing. However, I am worried about myself after hearing myself on tape.
Give me your article.
All right, here's my article. This article comes from the Modesto Bee, March 6, 1971. Snoring sweet music. Dear Anlanders, I was one of those women who complained about my husband snoring, same as your Miami griper. But believe me, when my husband left to go to Vietnam, the silence in my bedroom nearly drove me out of my mind. More than once I regretted not having made a tape recording of my husband snoring before he left. It would have been better than any sleeping pill. I used to turn the radio on beside my bed every night to drown out the deadly silence.
Oh my God.
Even then, I tossed and turned for 2 to 3 hours. It's almost like I'm reading this for the very first time. It's all news to me. 3 weeks ago, my man came back to me. I am so happy to have him home that I thank God with all my heart that he is at my side, snoring up a storm. It's the sweetest sound in the world. Please print my letter for every wife who is irritated by her husband's snoring. Signed, love that music. It was a deadly silence. I stood on the edge of the cliff. Here's what Anne has to say. Dear love, I wonder if you will be singing that same tune after the blush of your husband's homecoming is worn off. I hope so, honey. Dan, way to shit on her.
Yeah. I hope your veteran who has just witnessed the atrocities of war.
I hope that the guy who's defending our country and putting his life on the line every day is really something to write home about after he starts snoring his ass off. Good luck with that whole hero.
Good luck with that sloppy dick that you're gonna get
I
tonight.
know, but that American hero, that guy who's been saving me and my life and taking care of all of us here while he watched his friend die in his lap. Good luck. It's almost like I'm reading it for the first time. What a downer. She likes to shit on people's parade.
Yeah.
Good luck with that whole thing.
Yes. Your war hero who just watched his friends shoot like a confetti cannon.
This is like Moth's answer to everything. She always is like, you could tell her the most positive thing in the world. I call her Queen Negativo. This is not new information for her. Because you're like, I won $1 million. She'd be like, you're going to have to pay a lot in taxes on that. Good luck with that whole $1 million thing.
Okay, have a good day.
All right, I'll call you later, okay?
Maybe now's not a good time.
That is...
Maybe you need to nap. Maybe you should start snoring.
That is like, okay, I know Elon Musk is a very like controversial figure right now, but it always makes me laugh when sorry, I'm going to put this down, everybody, and stop causing problems. When somebody on the news is like, this genius billionaire, I was like, why are you saying it like homeless bum? This genius billionaire. I'm like, those words are not bad words.
No.
I'd like to be a billionaire is what I'm saying. And then if I do, Moth is going to be like, good luck with Uncle Sam. You know, yachts are a lot to take care of.
Well, she's not wrong.
As a person who takes care of yachts.
Yes.
Penthouses need managers.
True.
Good luck with that whole
Is she-
veteran snoring
is your
thing.
mom also
She's taking up
like
smoking.
Brooke Shields' mom?
My mother just takes up smoking and drinking. She's like, I got a good 50 years left. I think let's start some vices right now. Who wants some H? Who wants to ride the snake? Good luck with that whole thing.
Your mom's straight to heroin.
She does. I figured let's cut out the middleman. Fuck your gateway drugs. I wanna try that H. And the special case.
All this from
Anything
someone who
that's in
doesn't
an
go anywhere.
alphabet.
She doesn't leave a recliner.
She really doesn't. It's true, everybody. Snoring. Snoring, everybody. Big topic for the day.
Snoring.
Do you snore? Have you been
Probably.
told that you snore?
Yeah.
Does Marcus snore?
Yes.
I think everybody snores. I think it's inevitable.
Especially in winter. Because you can, I mean, I sound congested now, so I'm
Oh,
sure.
yeah, I guess so. I just realized my most embarrassing snoring situation. Because again, I fall asleep very easily, sitting up, laying down. I'm so good at hypnotist acts from the 1980s. We don't have enough hypnotists on stage.
No.
I'm just
we
saying.
Really don't.
And I would be done. I would honestly be down for the count. I'd wake up naked in like the showroom at the Borgata.
Who left this popsicle stick with a red wig on the stage?
You guys, there's a small nude ginger boy in the showroom. Can somebody go clean him up and send him out?
Someone throw that naked Chucky doll off the stage.
I don't know where the overalls went, but we got to find them.
Snap and they were gone.
So and this was always a case with me. And you know how like when you're dating and you're in high school and you have to be like
No.
perfect?
No,
Or that's just a
I
girl
don't.
thing. It's like your makeup always has to be done. You always have to be like, just right. That was me. And I was dating a goth guy in high school. And his makeup had to be on point also. And we had gone to like a semi-formal or something. And we were all in a big van. He tried to rent a hearse.
Of course.
This comes back to snoring, I swear to God. So I'm with him and like all of his friends, and they're older than me, and I need to be like cute and like on top of my game, even though there was like a goth albino as part of his group of friends.
Okay.
I still needed to look and appear good and together. And we're all in the back of this van, and we were driving somewhere, and I was just so tired. It had been such a long day. And I put my head on his shoulder. I was like, But then I fell dead asleep on his shoulder, and my mouth was wide open, and I was snoring in the car. So I'm like, 15, gotta look good. But all of a sudden, I'm like,
Like a a clogged vacuum.
Yeah.
Just sucking up Jello.
And I woke up and I was like, I had drool down my face. I'm not a cute sleeper. I would love to be a cute sleeper. I'd love to be that woman that put on perfume and then
Well, she's not sleeping. She's awake.
she's awaking.
Yeah. She's awake. She put that on. Stupid.
I stopped caring years ago.
We can tell.
I put on my finest cater-waiter outfit for you today. Damn it. All right, you know what I think it's time for? Let's snore our way into Instagram mail, shall we?
Sure.
It's time for Instagram mail. Instagram mail.
Instagram mail. Aaron is asleep during Instagram mail.
You should write to us at Dear Pod Official. Slide into our DMs and we'll stop making that noise. Especially if you pay us on Patreon. We'll stop doing any annoying thing for you if you subscribe. We have one Instagram mail question this week. You can email us, dearpodofficial@gmail.com, or slide into our DMs at Dear Pod Official if you would like for us to answer one of your advice questions. Do it, Patty. We have one that we have an answer to today. Hit it.
Okay. Hold on. Where'd it
I
go?
always love when I do a big build up. I do all the do this and do that. Everybody hit it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's your cue.
Okay.
That's your,
Oh,
are
it must
you
have been-
enjoying your sound of silence?
Yeah. It must have been like when we were reading articles, and then also we took a 45-minute break. Dear Pod, every year at tax time, I get so anxious. I'm not doing anything shady with my money. It's not like I have enough to do a 401k, let alone a shell company, but I live in fear of owing the government money that I don't have. I'm so afraid of getting audited. I have crazy money fears. Any advice on how to weather tax time? I put everything off until April 14th because I get so panicky. Signed, it's W too much.
Oh my God.
Dear W2, calm down. I can tell from your letter that you're on the Kirstie Alley diet. You know, a cocktail of Adderall, Red Bull, and cocaine. I say this with as much grace as I can. Settle the hell down. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
You are more anxious than R. Kelly at a teen miss competition. If you've done nothing wrong and make $0, then there's zero to worry about. Something else to consider. We are in the end of days where rules don't matter. Up is down. Polio is back. The guy playing the saw is the headliner at the Kennedy Center. Dinosaurs are soon to make a return. And Jesus said, you know what? I'll take that crucifix again if you don't mind. It sounds better than what's happening in America. So gather your receipts, turn on the TurboTax, and pray that Charo is soon to be sworn in as the head of the IRS. Best of luck.
I would love it if Charo were in charge of the IRS. She's like, you owe us $5,365. I'm just saying, that's the best way to get bad news.
Everyone works underneath her is like pen and paper. Like I don't.
All the other
I don't
accountants.
I don't know what she said.
I think that we owe the government money, honey. I don't know.
She turned the IRS into the Love Boat. Why are
I'm blinded by
Why are
her
we-
Swarovski bra. I can't focus on anything. Yours money.
after Gucci? What is it that we're doing?
Oh, I think she said we spent money on Gucci.
I don't think that's what.
How do you spell Gucci? Is it with a G or a C? I don't. Just say it. Here's what Anne has to say to W Too Much. Dear Dubs, as Benjamin Franklin once said, in this world nothing is certain but death and taxes. I would like to add to that, nothing is certain but death, taxes, and some asshole using this stupid quote every year like they're the first person to ever say it. This guy also said a penny saved is a penny earned, which is a laugh because, a penny saved is a penny taxed. And since we're no longer making pennies and pennies are out, penny saved is a collector's item, so hold on to it. But I digress. I don't think there's a single tax-paying adult who doesn't feel like you. Whether you're making $500 or $500 million, going to the accountant is like walking into a slaughterhouse. If you come out the other side, you'll probably be covered in blood. So you're not alone. My advice is to relax, lean back, and fall into a pool of acceptance and surrender. Tax time is like going to an orgy. Sooner or later, someone's going to get fucked. If you put the words the IRS together, it spells theirs. So why put it off? Delaying the inevitable only prolongs the stress. Knuckle down while you white knuckle your way through it. I recommend planning something fun after your tax appointment so it gives you something to look forward to. Like cocktails with a friend, going to a museum, or sticking your head in a gas oven. These little rewards will help ease the pain of giving your money to a government who sends it to Gaza for condoms. And if your accountant tries to whip out Ben Franklin's tax quote, you whip out an Aretha Franklin quote. Suck it to me, 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 suck it to me. Good luck, you tax-paying son of a bitch, and happy audit. Ayan.
Wow.
Taxes. They're around the corner, baby.
I don't get stressed out about taxes.
Oh, I do. I hate it. I hate the process of it. It is like a proctology exam to me. I feel like you're opening up your books and you're seeing how disappointed you are in yourself over the last year.
I'm okay.
Oh, well. Not all of us are seven-figure mofos, I guess. I'll let you know when I go into a different tax bracket next year.
Yeah, please do. Thank you.
Is it fast when you go to a tax appointment?
I actually don't do it.
What?
Marcus does it.
Wouldn't it be great if you're like, I actually owe so much money to
actually
the government right now, but that's okay because
I'm like
they
Leona.
can't find me.
I'm like Leona Helmsley. Taxes are for the
for the
little
poor
people.
and the weak.
Was that her quote, James?
Taxes are for the little people?
Yeah,
Probably.
I think so.
Probably.
If I remember Suzanne Plachette's character
Oh,
in the Leona Helmsley story.
I'll have to look that up. Now, for me, it's a pain in the ass because if you are an entertainer, you are writing off everything
Yeah.
that you can find. I'm
And
like,
every year it changes.
yeah, I'm like, can I write off a facelift? Can I write off an ass lift? And yeah, and then I just come in with a whole bunch of like a
nipple
manila.
graft.
I would 100%.
I just grafted my
I
nipples.
could write. I had my nipples grafted. Can I write that off, Claudia? Claudia's our tax girl, and she's so good. James says that I entertain her, and I was like, that's because I'm not trying to be funny, and I'm asking legitimate, stupid questions and these things. I would be like, can I write off a nipple graft? I literally would ask her that question. I'd be like, you're laughing. It's funny that you think that.
No.
I'm a comedian, and I need to know where I can get money off. And I just give her like a pile of sweaty receipts, and I'm like, I have this many. I just feel like a kid.
It's like a kid who pulls out his money from his shoe that in the
Yeah.
middle of like October or August.
Yeah, and it's sweaty, and you're just
damp.
like, this. Do something with this. How many Slurpees can this get me?
She's like, let's throw away the sucker wrapper.
She's like,
and
there's a
this
lot.
lint
And this Werther's Original.
and this piece of kibble.
Okay, and then let's just unfold this dollar and see what
You know
we
what?
can
I'm
do.
just gonna put these gloves on first.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna get my hazmat suit. I have this many receipts. I'm
Is
not
that
looking-
cheese? You know what? Don't answer that.
You know, have you been to TGI Fridays? Can I write it off? Do you think that I'm not that receipt is not already in the coffers for 2025? Okay. For receipts next year? People, it is anxiety riddling. So I understand. I understand this question.
Well, now that I'm not having like 12 different jobs.
Yeah,
now that I'm
that's
not
the
an actor,
problem. All the W-2s.
so everything is a little bit cleaner. But before, because I was audited once.
You know what? I never have been, and I need to knock on everything, and I don't know what
That's
goes
a
into
brutal process.
that. What do they do? What do they ask of you?
The IRS sends you something and says that you've been audited. They tell you why.
And then you shit yourself,
Yeah, and then
and then you have a drink.
and then they constantly send you documents and call you, and it's
What do you have to give them?
you have to. I had a guy that did my taxes in Chicago, and he never worked with a performer before.
Oh no.
So everything he filed,
Was wrong?
kind of. And then after, so this was like, I don't know what year that was. And he calls me. He's like, yeah, I don't even know, like, what is talent partners? I'm like, I'm sorry. I said,
That's not good.
Yeah, I'm like, that's all my residuals from my commercials. Uh-huh. Oh. I'm like, wait, don't you
Oh.
handle, you handle my taxes.
You're like, wait, you are an accountant, aren't you? You're
Maybe
like, I'm a dentist.
Why didn't you ever ask me?
It's like you walked into the wrong office.
It was very bizarre.
That's upsetting. You never want your accountant to go, oh,
Yeah.
no.
My sister and I despise this person. He does my mom's taxes to this day.
Oh, so thank God he's still in your life. I hate this person. I'll see you at Thanksgiving.
He's an asshole.
Wow. You know who's not an asshole?
Jim.
Drinkers. Oh, no, he is. Don't get me wrong. That was an aggressive placement of beverage. You know why?
wants us
Because
to
he's
do
wearing the fez, you guys, and the fez is weighing his head down. His delicate, dainty skull. You know what? All this talk of taxes, it's time to wash it all away. What do you say?
Okay.
It's time for specialty cocktail, specialty audit. Show me your drinks and I'll show you what you owe to a government that sends money all over the place to fund a Sesame Street in Iraq. Because why not? This week's specialty cocktail is the C-PAP Caipirinha.
Just the visual of Sesame Street in Iraq. Big Bird just getting decapitated.
Like wearing a
Kids are like,
burqa.
"Oh!"
We eat him for breakfast tomorrow.
Cookie Monster's actually just eating children.
Best use of chicken. Best use of duck. I would tune into that Sesame Street. Oh, all right, everybody. This week we have the C-PAP Caipirinha. Wait, is that Abe Vigoda in the front yard? Well, it's official. James Jules Ferris's snoring just woke up the dead. Damn, I like his snoring. All right, for this you will need 2 ounces of silver rum, a half of a lime, and 1 teaspoon of fine granulated sugar. 3 simple ingredients is this week. Very refreshing. Here's what you're going to want to do. Trim off the end of a lime and remove the center pith. You're a piffer. Cut the remaining lime into slices, muddle limes with sugar in a cocktail shaker, and then add rum and ice. Shake, then pour into a rocks glass filled with crushed ice. That's a lot of different ices, everybody, but I think you can handle it. Here are the tasting notes. Does warm milk really help you fall asleep faster? I'll tell you what it would do for this lactose-intolerant podcast producer. It would launch me from this bed in the middle of the night to my bathroom like a shuttle taken off at Cape Canaveral for a 16-month mission to space. He does paint a picture, doesn't he? Yes. He's a poet. I have always found that a little sip of the spirits just before bedtime helps calm the brain and tells young Jules that it is time to pack it in for the day. Too much booze before bed, and I am a wreck, tossing and turning and snoring. But a little sip of rum and citrus before a night-night, and I am dreaming of a tiki bar filled with a custom-made fez and a bottle.
Fezzes.
Fezzes. Oh, it's a plural multiple fez. Fez-I. Custom-made fez and a bottle that isn't what... Oh, and a bottle of... Oh, why don't I just run back this? Okay, everybody? Too much booze before bed and I'm a wreck, tossing and turning and snoring. But a little sip of rum and citrus before night-night, and I am dreaming of a tiki bar filled with custom-made fez and a bottle of 15-year-old Pappy Van Winkle that never runs out. And isn't that what we all want for our children? The dream of possibilities. I thought so. You're welcome, America. Cheers! And that's Jules' tasting notes. Here's the C-PAP Caipirinha coming in for a landing. Look at that rum bottle. Looks like from 1970.
I thought you said Z-Pack. I'm like,
Z-Pack?
what is
Ooh.
this?
A C-PAP, which is what Oh, wowee. Yes!
I think I found the sugar.
I think I found God. I found it all in one sip. That is... Let me...
You like it, though.
I really do, and I'll tell you why. Because it's like 90% rum. I don't know what you got. What batch you got. You got the salt salad. This is really good.
I enjoy
I
that.
really like it. I understand that we had a very extreme reaction, ladies and gents, out of the gate. And that is because it slaps you in the balls. It takes your name.
I won't be able to
I love
drive
it because...
home.
Look, I know I have to work tonight. And I know it's Saturday morning. But everybody go away.
I know it's
I
very
keep
early.
it is very early. This is why I told you I can't control myself because there's crushed ice in it. And the only drinking problem I have is a crushed ice issue.
Sure, Jan.
Good morning, everybody. It's limey, it's sugary, it's 90% rum. I'm
kinda
having
like
a hard
a-
time finding something bad in
It's
this
like
drink.
an alcoholic snow cone.
Oh, it is. Totally. It's very icy. Given the season and given that we are back to having multiple snowstorms happening, apparently today also, as we record this.
Are we?
Are we having a snowstorm?
Are we?
Who knows?
And my snowstorm would last for 15 minutes. This
You're,
panic.
oh, my God. Wait, you step into the snowstorm like it's a pussy snowstorm? Oh, I never say that word.
What is this? What is some kind of pussy snowstorm?
What is this, a pussy storm? Ah!
You're totally like a New Jersey weatherman. Hey, it's just another pussy snowstorm.
Look, get over yourself. Get your fucking saw. You put it out, and there's just gonna be a pussy snowstorm. None of these pussy storms.
You don't even need salt, just a pussy storm.
Just send your girlfriend out there and be all pussy about it and push some snow around, and you'll be fine. Stupid storm.
Pussy.
Meet me at TGI Fridays this Friday. I'll be doing live weather events.
I'll have that pussy salad. It's really tough.
Ew, it's really chewy. Can I get the poppers instead? Jalapeno.
They're like, wow, back.
Oh, I have had it, everybody. Good night.
This episode of Dear Pod is mixed and edited by Jim Ferris and is a property of Pineapple Ranch Productions.